For this video, I drove to the south side of Los Angeles County, as far south within the county limits as you can actually get. The goal was to witness the worst neighborhood in Los Angeles firsthand. I entered LA on the city's far south end, along the coast, in the Los Angeles harbor region. The industrial landscape smelled of chemicals and was eerily desolate. It was Wednesday, October 28th, 2020, at 11 a.m. The LA neighborhood of Wilmington is well known among people who grew up in Southern California. Not many people have been here, but it's notorious for news reports and pop culture lore. The type of place Long Beach rappers talked about in the 90s. This neighborhood was racked by crime and poverty for decades. Wilmington is about 9 square miles big, bordered by Long Beach and Carson. There's about 50,000 people in this hood, big enough that it would be a fairly large city in some states. To get a good look at Wilmington, I'll be generally driving north up Avalon Boulevard, which splits the neighborhood in half. I'm going to crisscross various side streets to give you some perspective on what the area is like. Much of the Wilmington neighborhood's poor. Folks earn about $15,000 a year annually, which is really low, even for Los Angeles. 2 in 3 people here rent their home. 87% of Wilmington is Hispanic, which is a huge difference from what this neighborhood was like back in 1990, when this area was 40% black. Gangs have always been a problem here, but gang activity peaked decades ago. Back in the late 90s, there would be 40 gang-related killings in this neighborhood every year. There's still a lot of gang activity here these days in Wilmington, but just less so. Crime rates are nearly triple the national average in this part of LA. To make matters worse, the air pollution in this neighborhood's terrible because it's just blocks away from oil refineries. In fact, Wilmington sits on top of the 3rd largest oil field in the country. Yeah, that's correct. Right here in South Los Angeles, next to a bunch of ports, rail yards, and distribution centers along the LA harbor is a large oil field. On many Wilmington blocks, there's either a liquor store, a fast food restaurant, a rundown school, or a dirty park. Anyways, I'll continue the drive so you can take a look and judge the area for yourself. The worst neighborhood in Los Angeles, people. Hey guys, if you learned something new about America or what it's like to live in America, great! You should think about subscribing and turning on your notifications. You can also click one of these videos or playlists for more. You can also now buy my songs on iTunes and other formats. Click the link in the description. Thanks for watching. And remember, while we all might have different views, we should all be nice to each other and try to make the U.S. a better place in a positive way.
This is Sage, Nick's manager. This has been a Corner House Entertainment production.